Welcome, bottom feeders. Today, I'm playing my own intro on my own guitar. I'm wearing a hat, holding this bit of a pick I have left, and this is Bottom of the Barrel. Welcome to Bottom of the Barrel. I'm your host, Switzerland Chains a Lot. That was my own composition on my own guitar. Welcome. Thank you for tuning in. Today's episode is about education. What should our children be learning? Our children? Do I have kids? Well, no. But that doesn't mean that I don't have an opinion about what should be going on in schools. Schools are very important, not just for education. I mean, of course, our kids need education. It's to further our knowledge of, as a species, as a country. The more stuff our kids know, the better off this country will be in future years. So education is important, not just for that, but also for, of course, social activity. And they're socially getting involved in things, meeting people, of course. They're learning how to be social, which is another, which is a reason why me personally, I don't believe in homeschooling after a certain point. I would probably personally homeschool my own kids probably till at least like middle school or something, if I did that at all. But what I would hope that they're teaching is the basics: math, science, English, language arts, whatever, and history, social studies, history, geography. I know in high school you can learn Spanish and German, but and most of these aren't really talked about because it's obvious. You need to know math. Math is. But what is really talked about, and not really sure where most people fall on this, is science. A lot of people, for some reason, they think that they should be taught science, but the kind of science that they want to be taught is not actual science. Because magic is a fairy tale and not science. When it comes down to science, we're talking about numbers and, gas and solids and liquids. We're talking about, observable science. What we know to be true and what we can observe in our surroundings. What we know to be true through evidence and scientific research is that the human species has evolved from, primatal beings. We're not descendant of apes like so many people like to claim, but we are from a common ancestor as apes. This is nothing new. This is not fucking brand new science that we are just now being introduced to. This is stuff that has been taught in schools for years. It is important. It's vital information. It is important that we know our background, know how we evolved, and how we are going to continue to evolve. It's fundamental science. You can't be a civilized part of society and not know basic fundamental knowledge. Yes, I believe evolution to be self-evident. It's pretty obvious that it's true. Science has deemed it as true, and I accept scientific. I accept the science behind evolution. Now, there's another theory that has nothing to do with evolution. Some people like to put evolution and the Big Bang Theory together, but they're two completely different theories. And yes, they are theories, because they're proven by science. Now, I don't know the science behind the Big Bang Theory, and I haven't done much research myself, and I don't even really remember going over it that much in school when I was in school, but I do remember it briefly being taught. I don't remember when, but I do believe that it needs to be taught. You can't take science out of schools, or you can't pick and choose what science you want to learn, because biology is important. You need to learn about living beings, you need to learn about plants, trees, how things grow, and how things evolve. It is very important that our next generation understands these fundamentals. And the Big Bang Theory is an important theory because, and we can't, I'm not saying that we should accept theories and just say that's that, because there might be a better answer out there in the future. That's why we need scientists that understand what the theory is now so that they can build on it. They can say, well, and they can test things, and they can hypothesize and create future theories so that the human race can evolve and grow and expand, and our knowledge as a species can continue to grow. And that's just so important. It's probably the most important thing, because knowledge is what we have as human beings. It is what separates us from the wild animals. We have logic. We have the ability to question things. We have the ability to research and develop new ideas, new technologies. It's just important. And one idea that was brought up was, well, if you're going to teach the theory of evolution, you might as well teach the theory of creation. Now, I have some issues with that because, A, creation is not a theory. It is barely even a hypothesis. Creation is a story in a book that was written thousands of years ago. We can't take things written in a book as truth, especially when they are not demonstrable. They are not able to be demonstrated to be true. You can't say that Harry Potter was true. You can't say that there was a galaxy far, far away where Darth Maul was killed by Qui-Gon Jinn or whoever. Because you can't prove that Star Wars didn't really happen. There's a book called Star Wars. They even made a movie out of it. And, you know, in a galaxy far, far away, long, long time ago, this happened. Are we going to start teaching Star Wars in school? Sure. As you know, literature in, you know, grammar class, English. If you want to quote the Bible as literature, as a piece of literature, that's fine. Yeah, it can be taught as ancient text. Sure, why not? But as history, as science, no, because creation is, like I said, it's just a hypothesis that is written in a book that cannot be, there's no evidence supporting it. And I don't think that, when it comes down to religion, if you're going to have people teaching creation, they don't really think it through. You got to teach creation in school, but which story of creation do you tell? Because if you tell one story as truth, you have to, give the full content. You have to explain Christianity, Judaism, Hinduism, Islamic, whatever. I'm not a scholar on religion, and personally, I have no problem with having a religious study for college. If you want to, after high school, if you want to study religion as a whole and not just your own religion, if you want to study abroad, sure. That to me feels like a college course, not something you need to learn in high school. While you're in high school, if you want to be taught religion, go to church. Okay, they don't charge money to step into a church and listen to a guy tell you about the Bible or whatever you're reading. It doesn't matter. Nobody. It's ridiculous. So, yes. No, the Bible should be taught in schools. And yes, science should be taught and expanded upon. It is important to our society, it's important to us, and religion offers nothing except for, maybe some creativity, like Santa Claus. That's all I wanted to say. Thanks for watching. Keep scraping the barrel and expanding your brain and your horizon, and have a wonderful day, week. I don't know when I'm going to put up another video, but I do appreciate you watching, and bye.
Thank you.